Hi, welcome to Search for Yields, the weekly newsletter from INR Bonds. I'm Arjun Patsati, and in this week's Search for Yields, we're talking about the MLDs or market-linked debentures, which is now becoming a big source of funds for corporate bond issuers. Now, just before we go into the advent of MLDs and what's in it for the issuer and the investor, and who are the main issuers, I would like to announce our launch of INR QuickInvest by INR Bonds app, where investors can download the app in Android or iOS, and then in a very easy to use interface, can check the bonds that are available for investments and invest in the bonds in a very seamless and very fast and easy to execute manner. Obviously, with the utmost of information and INR bonds special curation, and including whether it's corporate bonds or MLDs. Download the app now. The link in the description below will give you the download links. Yeah, going back to MLDs. So MLDs or market linked debentures are bonds that are linked to an asset. It could either be the Nifty index, where the payoff where the coupon and the rate of return is based on the movement in the Nifty, whether it falls, it rises up or falls, and also or on the GSEC or on a GSEC, it could either be the 10-year GSEC or any other benchmark, where the payoff depends on the movement in the GSEC. And largely, if you're pure fixed income investors, they are then the option for GSEC linked MLDs are an ideal substitution for any fixed income investment. And many investors have a capital. They treat MLDs as capital gains if they sell the bond before maturity, and a lot of GSEC linked MLDs are being issued in the market by borrowers. Now by corporate bond issuers. Now, since MLDs are now finding a lot of favor with the high net worth and ultra high net worth investors, largely because of the way they look at the MLDs as a market linked debenture rather than a pure plain vanilla corporate bond with its corresponding taxation benefits. Then there have been a huge amount of MLD issuances by traditional corporate bond investors who are issuing MLDs rather than corporate bonds, and this is actually helping them find a new source of funds uh, through the non-institutional market. Now, some of the very regular issuers of MLDs include groups like Shriram Group, Shriram Transport Finance, and Shriram City Union Finance. They have been issuers of MLDs. You have Muthoot FinCorp and Muthoot Microfinance that regularly issues MLDs. These are microfinance companies. Ashirwad Microfinance, that is a part of the Manappuram Group, that the gold loan company. They are regular issuers of MLDs. You have corporates like Edelweiss. You have Anand Rathi Wealth. You have and then the new finance company, Navi FinServe, who are all becoming very regular issuers of MLDs, and a whole host of other companies as well, whether they are infrastructure companies or whether they are lenders, small lenders, big lenders, even PSUs like REC have also done some MLDs earlier. And with all this, there is a huge offtake in MLDs in the market by investors, and many wealth managers are now positioning clients' portfolios in the fixed income portfolios to include MLDs in the portfolios. So that's also becoming a big movement asset class away from other traditional bond products, which include mutual fixed income funds and even plain vanilla corporate bonds or bond ETFs. And MLDs are now gaining more and more space in investors' portfolios. So this is clearly an asset class that is to be reckoned with going forward. And yes, INR bonds is obviously on top of the MLD market with its own rating of the issuer's proprietary rating, which is rating credit agnostic, because investors ultimately take a credit risk of the issuer irrespective of the movement in the underlying asset, even if it's Nifty or GSEC. If the issuer who's issued the MLD defaults, then the investor loses the money. And this has happened in cases where, such as Reliance Capital, where the company defaulted, and many investors of Reliance Capital MLDs lost money in that. So INR bonds is very diligent in its approach towards curating MLDs and also showcasing those their proprietary ratings models that um, of the riskiness of the MLDs. And this is available in our QuickInvest. So download the app now. And also we have a huge amount of knowledge material on market link debentures, our YouTube videos, uh, knowledge content on INR bonds research, and and continuous updates on many of the issuer credits. So thank you for listening in. And if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do so. Please do so, and do not forget to download our INR Quick Invest by INR app for your bond investments.